Good morning. I'm Dell Rounds with RE/MAX Fine Properties, and this is your revenue generating message. So I'm going to give you some quick tips on how to do a very productive open house. Number one, make sure your sign is branded to your name. So remember, RE/MAX works with our RE/MAX branding and your branding. Again, use the balloon. You can put it in the driveway and brand it in your name. All right? The next thing is door knock 10 neighbors on this side of the street and 10 neighbors on that side of the street and invite them into the open house. It's called Choose Your Neighbor. Hey, we got this great house in your neighborhood that's got a 4-car garage. The asking price is $625, and you can choose your neighbor. Now come on in and I'll show you my setup. So a couple of things. I'm going to have a brochure. I'm going to have a guest registration. And then I'm going to have a whole workstation. You're going to see my iPad. You're going to see my mobile device. You're going to see my business cards. You're going to see a fabulous brochure branded in my name, even if I'm not the listing agent. So let's say that I am the listing agent, but you're Ben at ABC Real Estate, and you're going to also brand that particular flyer in your name. So as you come through to this front of the open house, you're going to see a brochure, which is right here. And I'm going to hand the client a brochure branded in my name. You're going to see the registration right here. I'm going to ask him to register. You're going to see my business cards. And you're going to see I got a whole workstation here. I got my iPad. I got my mobile device where I can do searches and send them information. And then the great thing about an open house is you can do everything right here that you're doing at the office. So this could be your office. So why would you pay a $1,500 office bill when you could sit here for free and have an office? Listen, you don't have to work the whole time. You could read a book on this device, and you could even stream a video. So it's not always about work. You can have some downtime. But if you're all in, like I usually am, you'll have all your lead cards. You'll have your business plan checkbox system. You'll have your SOI that I have right here, and you'll have all your FSBOs and expires. So when somebody comes in, I'm ready with a lot of pens. I'm ready with the brochure. I'm ready with my business cards. I'm going to take them on a tour and then try to do everything I can to sell this house. Why? Because you're most likely on display at that time interviewing for what we call frozen equity. Most people that walk into an open house without an agent can't buy this house even if they wanted to. Why? Because they have frozen equity. So when a buyer walks in, potential buyer walks into your house, you're on stage at that time to interview for their house. So it's very important to get a name, number, and email address. Last thing, when you're all done, notice the information that they gave you on the display and walk them out to the car and look back at the house and say, isn't this a great house? And then, very powerful, Ben, if I find the right house, how am I going to find you? I don't have your email address. And be ready with a pen and paper so that you can write it down if they don't have a business card. That's your revenue generating message.